Success is the ability to go from failure to failure, without losing your enthusiasm. The life which is unexamined is not worth living. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. I must follow the people. Am I not their leader? For success, attitude is equally as important as ability. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. All this worldly wisdom was once the unamiable heresy of some wise man. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. In seeking wisdom thou art wise, in imagining that thou hast attained it thou art a fool. God's gifts put man's best dreams to shame. Dreams are true while they last, and do we not live in dreams? Wisdom, compassion, and courage are the three universally recognized moral qualities of man. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. Adopt the pace of nature, her secret is patience. We are made wise not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future. Beware of false knowledge, it is more dangerous than ignorance. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. Wisdom is ofttimes nearer when we stoop than when we soar. Patience is the companion of wisdom. Knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. Happiness lies in the joy of achievement, and the thrill of creative effort. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is, of all things, most shameful and vile. Good for the body is the work of the body, and good for the soul is the work of the soul, and good for either is the work of the other. Have a heart that never hardens, a temper that never tires, a touch that never hurts. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. To enjoy good health, to bring true happiness to one's family, to bring peace to all, one must first discipline and control one's own mind. If a man can control his mind, he can find the way to enlightenment, and all wisdom and virtue will naturally come to him. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Change your thoughts, and you change your world. Very little is needed to make a happy life, it is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Life is from the inside out. When you shift on the inside, life shifts on the outside. Life is too important to be taken seriously. Life can be simple and beautiful. Focus on the good things. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. I'm always doing things I can't do. That's how I get to do them. She knew the power of her mind and so programmed it for success. Life is either a daring adventure, or nothing at all. It always seems impossible until it's done. It all begins and ends in your mind. What you give power to, has power over you, if you allow it. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Be happy for this moment. This moment is your life. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change the way you think about it. Do not take life too seriously. You will never get out of it alive. Lighten up, just enjoy life, smile more, laugh more, and don't get so worked up about things. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. Your mind is precious. It has the power to unlock infinite possibilities. Whatever we plant in our subconscious mind, and nourish with repetition and emotion, will one day become a reality. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Your mind is your greatest power. Use it well. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. There's nothing impossible if you get up and work for it. Sincere practice makes the impossible possible. The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a man's determination. Aviation is proof that given the will, we have the capacity to achieve the impossible. Women, like men, should try to do the impossible. And when they fail, their failure should be a challenge to others. My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. No one can compete with you on being you. Most of life is a search for who and what needs you the most. We are who we choose to be. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Don't compromise yourself, you're all you have. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. Always be a first-rate version of yourself, and not a second-rate version of someone else. Don't ever let a soul in the world tell you that you can't be exactly who you are. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Everything you want is out there waiting for you to ask. Everything you want also wants you. But you have to take action to get it. Repetition of the same thought or physical action develops into a habit which, repeated frequently enough, becomes an automatic reflex. Get action. Seize the moment. Man was never intended to become an oyster. May you live every day of your life. The secret of life, though, is to fall 7 times and to get up 8 times. Think before you speak. Read before you think. You do not write your life with words, you write it with actions. What you think is not important. It is only important what you do. The only way to get through life is to laugh your way through it. You either have to laugh or cry. I prefer to laugh. Crying gives me a headache. We must be willing to let go of the life we planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. Risks must be taken, because the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. Wisdom is having things right in your life, and knowing why. Before I can live with other folks, I've got to live with myself. The one thing that doesn't abide by majority rule is a person's conscience. Look for the good in every person, and every situation. You'll almost always find it. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. If you don't know where you are going, any road will get you there. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it, and I shall move the world. It is the mark of an educated mind, to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Do the difficult things while they are easy, and do the great things while they are small. A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that things are difficult. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in few. Never mistake knowledge for wisdom. One helps you make a living, the other helps you make a life. The invariable mark of wisdom is, to see the miraculous in the common. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life, it goes on. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Kindness is more important than wisdom, and the recognition of this is the beginning of wisdom. Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. The more light you allow within you, the brighter the world you live in will be. Knowledge is proud that it knows so much, wisdom is humble that it knows no more. We are made wise not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.